Hello, my dear children. How are you all? Hope you all are fine and safe at your home. Children, today we will discuss our second chapter, Components of Food. Children, before we start our chapter, let's discuss about what are components of food. Students, the food that we eat consists of different nutrients or components. Every time we bite into a juicy apple, a pastry, or any other food stuff, one or more of these components enter our body. There are 6 main components present in food: carbohydrate, fats, proteins, vitamins, minerals, and fibers. These components fulfill different needs of the body. Okay? Now, children, have you ever thought why we generally take different food items during different times of the day or on different days? Sometimes we take only bread, butter, paratha, egg or milk. At other times we take roti, rice, dal, salad, vegetables or curd. At another time we take rice, sambar, fish curry, vegetable and pickle. At times we take only fruits. This is because our body needs different type of food for different purposes. Now, let's discuss nutrients in food. Food is the mixture of various chemical substances that we need for energy to grow. And to remain healthy. These chemical substances are called nutrients of food. These are nutrients of food. Taking these nutrients in the form of food is called nutrition. Taking these nutrients in the form of food is called nutrition. The major nutrients in our body are carbohydrate, fats, proteins, vitamins and minerals. The quantity of these nutrients may vary in different food items. Roughage and water are also important parts of our daily diet. Even though these do not contain any nutrients, they play a very important role in the proper functioning of our body. Now, our first nutrient is carbohydrates. These are sources of carbohydrates. Carbohydrates provide most of the energy required by our body. Sugar and starch are two main types of carbohydrate present in our food. Sugar is broken down quickly by our body and energy is released, while starch needs longer time to release energy. This is the reason why patients and sports persons are given glucose, which is the simplified sugar. Sugar provides instant energy to the body. Yes, sugar provides instant energy to the body. Chapati, paratha, rice, bread contain carbohydrates. The major plant sources of carbohydrates are wheat, rice, maize, potatoes, sweet potatoes, sugar and jaggery means gur. Okay? The animal source of carbohydrates are honey and milk. Now, our second nutrient is fat. These are sources of fats. Fats are also energy giving food components and make the body strong. However, same amount of fat provides more energy than carbohydrates. We get fat from animals as well as plants. Ghee, oil, butter, milk, meat, etc. are some common foods containing fats. Nuts and some seeds also contain fats. These protect internal organs. Against shock and also contain many important hormones to regulate our activities. Though fats are essential for our body, eating too much food items rich in fats can be harmful as it may lead to obesity. Obesity is a medical condition in which excess body fat has accumulated to the extent that it may have a negative effect on health. It may also lead to heart disease. Now, our third nutrient is protein. Okay, protein are required for building new cells for growth and to repair the worn out cell and tissue in the body. The source of plant protein are pulses like gram, soya bean, chickpea, kidney bean means rajma. The source of animals proteins are eggs, fish, meat, milk. Unlike fats, excess of proteins cannot be stored in their existing form. Excess protein in our body are either converted to fat and then stored, or they are converted to urea, which is then excreted. Source of protein. Okay. Now, our next nutrient is vitamins. Okay, these are sources of vitamins. In addition to carbohydrates, proteins and fats, our body also require another kind of compound called vitamins. For its proper functioning and good health, however, these are required by the body in minute quantities, minute quantities. In addition to keeping our eyes, teeth, skin, bones, etc. healthy, vitamins also protect our body against many diseases. Different kind of vitamins are known by different names such as vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E, or K, etc. They are classified on the basis of solubility in water or fats. Now, children, our next nutrient, minerals. Sources of minerals. Minerals are inorganic, not formed by living beings. Salts necessary for normal working of our body. Minerals belong to the group of protective foods. Okay, it's a group of protective food. Minerals help in the development of bones and teeth, formation of blood cells, and necessary for the proper functioning of the muscles. Calcium, iron, phosphorus, sodium, fluorine, and iodine are some essential minerals like vitamins. These are required in very small quantities. The various sources of minerals are fresh vegetable, fruits, salts, meat, fish, and eggs. Next, roughage. Roughage is the fiber, means cellulose, present in the food. It helps to move the undigested food out of the body. Corns, cabbage, cauliflower, leafy vegetables, whole grains, seeds with coat, and some good source of roughage. It is also called dietary fiber. Next, water. Water is an essential part. Water is an essential part of the food, as it helps our body to absorb nutrients from food and helps to regulate body temperature. Water forms the liquid medium of blood. It acts as main transport channel throughout the body. It collects waste from different parts of the body and remove them from the body in the form of urine, sweat. Sweat also helps the body to stay cool. Yes, it collects waste from different parts of the body and removes them from the body in the form of urine and sweat. Sweat also helps the body to stay cool. Water makes up about 2/3 of our body weight. We get water not only from liquids we drink but also from the food we eat. Milk, fruits, vegetables, and juices are good source of water. We must drink at least 8 to 10, yes, 8 to 10 glass of water every day. It protects us from dehydration. Okay, next, balanced diet. Very important topic. Balanced diet. The food we eat daily forms our diet. This diet must include various nutrients in the right proportion, neither too little nor in excess. Yes, a diet that contains all the different type of nutrients in correct amount is termed as a balanced diet. Such a diet also include enough water and roughage. The diet of a particular person depends on various factors such as the age of the person, the sex, the type of work or physical activity, and the condition of the body, whether disease or healthy. Okay. Growing children, pregnant ladies, and lactating mothers need more proteins, as proteins are body building for components. Laborers need more carbohydrate because their work involves physical labor. People who are unwell and advised not to consume too much fatty food since it is difficult to digest fat. Next, loss of nutrients during cooking. Eating the right kind of food is not enough. Yes, eating the right kind of food is not enough. The food should also be cooked properly so that its nutrients are not lost. Number 1. If cooking is done in excess of water and the water is thrown away after cooking, many water soluble vitamins and minerals are lost. Number 2. If cooking is done at a high temperature, many proteins and vitamins like vitamin C are destroyed. Number 3. Mostly thick peels are removed from vegetables and fruits. This results in the loss of nutrients. Number 4. Washing of some peeled and cut vegetable and fruits causes loss of water soluble vitamins. Repeated washing of dal and rice also causes loss of water soluble vitamins and minerals. Now, deficiency diseases. Our body requires a balanced diet to stay healthy. Excess of a particular nutrient causes toxicity, and its shortage causes deficiency. Malnutrition is the condition that develops when the body does not get the right amount of nutrient in the diet. Undernutrition occurs when the food intake is less than that required by the body. Now, disease caused by the lack of carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins and minerals in a person's diet are called deficiency diseases. Deficiency diseases can occur due to wrong food habits. For example, people who do not include green leafy vegetable or milk in their diet and prefer to eat fried food may suffer from deficiency diseases. Children, you can see some important nutrients deficiency disease and their symptoms are given in the table. See table. Okay. First, nutrition, sign and symptoms of the deficiency disease, then name of the deficiency disease. First, nutrition. Nutrient is protein, and the sign and symptoms of the deficiency disease is deficiency of protein in the diet leads to stunted growth, discoloration of hair, patchy skin, thinning of legs or swollen stomach. It may also affect the functioning of the brain. Yes. Name of deficiency disease? Kwashiorkor. Okay. Number 2. Nutrient, proteins and carbohydrates, sign and symptoms of deficiency disease. Deficiency of protein and carbohydrates leads to thinning, weight loss and weakness. And name of the deficiency disease is marasmus. Okay. Next, vitamin A. Vitamin A deficiency leads to poor vision and deficiency disease, night blindness. Next, vitamin B. Lack of vitamin B may result in weakening of muscles and weight loss, and deficiency disease is beriberi. Next, vitamin C. Vitamin C deficiency cause bleeding gums, and name of deficiency disease is scurvy. Okay. Next, vitamin D. Vitamin D deficiency leads to a disease in children where the bones become soft and weak, and deficiency disease is rickets. Okay. Last, calcium. Calcium deficiency leads to bone and tooth decay, and deficiency disease, osteoporosis in adults, rickets in children. Okay. Next, iodine. Lack of iodine in the diet causes swelling of the thyroid gland, Deficiency disease is goiter. Next, iron. Deficiency of iron leads to weakness and fatigue, loss of weight, pale skin, and loss of appetite. And deficiency disease is anemia. Now children, I am giving you some important definition of this chapter in PDF. You have to complete these definition in your science notebook, okay, properly. Thank you and God bless you all.